Bipartisan legislation is introduced in an effort to preserve family farms from the death tax, allowing more producers to take advantage of special use valuation. Joining us now for more information is Danielle Beck with the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Thanks for joining us, Danielle. Let's start with some background on the Preserving Family Farms Act of 2019 and what it aims to do.
We are super grateful to Representatives Panetta and Morilorski in the House for introducing this legislation. It is an important step forward in the right direction. 2032A is a provision that's been in the tax code since the 70s. It was created specifically by Congress in an effort to help farmers keep their farms. But the last time the reduction in property value was updated was back in 1997. The code allows farmers to value their land at its actual agricultural value rather than, development value, thus reducing the estate tax burden. But the benefits of this provision have really been stymied over the years because that cap has failed to keep pace with the rising value of farmland. And so the Preserving Family Farms Act, it lifts that cap, thus allowing more farmers to take advantage of this existing provision in the tax code.
Okay, so this legislation has now been introduced. What is next for the bill, and what do you expect and even hope to see moving forward if it is enacted?
Yeah, well, Congress obviously has a lengthy to-do list with a short period of time, but we are working in partnership with the American Farm Bureau Federation to secure Senate legislation or companion bill. We want this effort to be bipartisan every step of the way, and we believe there's a potential for consideration in either chamber, maybe sometime after the first of the year.
Clearly this is a big deal to cattle producers across the country. What can they do to get involved and make their voice heard on this as well?
Yeah. At the end of the day, family farms are also family businesses, and I think that that's something a lot of key legislators often forget. It's important for members of Congress to hear from their constituents, to hear from their agricultural producers who are also family-owned business operators about the importance of this provision, about, the looming threat that the death tax still poses. There was significant relief provided under the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, but unfortunately, that relief wasn't permanent. And so, absent full permanent repeal, this is one meaningful way to provide permanent relief for, every family-owned agricultural operation out there.
All right. Well, we appreciate talking to you and, of course, what you're doing for advocating for the ranchers out there. Really appreciate it. National Cattlemen's Beef Association Senior Director of Government Affairs, Danielle Beck. Keep us up to date with what's going on. Thanks for joining us.